So I think let's start now, guys. Am I audible for everyone? Can any of you just drop a message or reply, please?
Yes, audible.
Thank you. Okay, so let's say today, like myself, Vinod, actually, I'm from Hyderabad. So working for one of the MNCs as a senior solution architect in the Azure space. Okay, I carry extensive experience of 15 years over in India and also outside India. 50% of my career was outside India, and now I'm back to India. So today we are all here to just have a demo of what we are going to teach. If at all, if you all enroll for this particular course for the period of around 6 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks, it will be 35, so 7 weeks. So, and what all we're going to learn. So, just I will also give little bit of heads up because many of you would have already have experience in the ETL. Some of you may not have experience in the ETL. I'll give you a heads up of what is ETL and which technology will be used when and why it is useful and what I'm going to teach on a daily basis and how it will be helpful for your building up your career and everything. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna start just teaching a few things. So if anybody got any doubts, kindly kindly interact with me. I'm gonna answer. Okay, so first thing, so let's say we are all okay. I will talk about data engineering a little bit later. I will talk about first a little bit of other things, and then I'll come there. So let's say I want to talk about OLTP and OLAP. So what is OLTP? Okay, let's say you take Amazon, right? Every day, what you do, many of the people in the world, they do the shopping. Okay, so now when they do the shopping, what like everyone, okay, in the organization there will be data analyst, data scientist, okay, data engineers. What they will do, they need to get the data and for the analysis, they need to get the data for analysis. So OLTP system is used for the for building applications. OLTP system is used for building the online transaction processing processing applications. Okay, so now even the data that is generated in the OLTP system, like ERP, let's say if you go to hospital, let's say a hospital information system, let's say if you go to any company, there is a HR system, there is a finance system. All these are okay transaction processing system. If you go to bank, so now people cannot directly people cannot directly tap into the OLTP databases. Okay, transaction databases we cannot because I want to read continuously. I have okay company like Amazon, okay company like banks and all, they will have hundreds of analysts, okay, hundreds of data analysts. Okay, now they want to okay analyze the data. So if they want to analyze the data, if they okay keep reading the data while someone is writing the data, okay, then it will actually causes lot of problems, it will actually causes lot of problems. So that's the reason what we are going to do. We are going to okay from a OLTP system, okay, from a transaction system, let's say ERP, bank, whatever you call, right? Bank systems, let's say um, you can you can say HR systems in an office or a finance system. Okay, so I was working for an organization, they were having 104 applications. Okay, so in each organization minimum we will have around 20 to 25 application. Okay, so we don't have to worry like how much data we're going to extract, what we're going to do. So from this system we're gonna dump the data, we're gonna okay, we need to actually, we cannot directly read here, we cannot do the analysis. Okay, so that's why we need another system, that is the OLAP system. OLAP is online analytical processing system. Online, okay, online analytical processing system. So, to so what I am supposed to do here, we'll have multiple steps, okay, in the OLAP system. Okay, so the process of reading the data from this system, okay, and writing the data into OLAP, that is the ETL process. This is the whole ETL process. Extract the data, transform the data using some of the tools, and load the data. This is the whole ETL process. This is the whole ETL process. Okay, so we're not gonna analyze the data in OLTP system, we're gonna analyze the data in OLAP system. So to bring in the data from OLTP system to OLAP, we started doing something called as a extract transform load. That's the ETL process. Now we are doing ETL traditionally. Okay, so you may have some of you already using SSIS. Okay, some of you already using, let's say, Informatica. Some of you may be using Talent. Okay, these are very good tools. Okay, none of them they are lacking in anything. They are very good tools. Now things have changed. Things have changed. Okay, and people are slowly adopting to cloud. Okay, people are adapting to cloud. Why adapting to cloud? Because many of the organizations, they don't want to focus on managing the infrastructure. Okay, managing the infrastructure is a big problem. Okay, so while we learn about the course, I will take into a deep dive of what is the need of the cloud. Okay, why it is given so much importance in today's world and everything. Okay, so on a high level, okay, managing the infrastructure, okay, managing the, okay, DCs, okay, so where you manage all the infrastructure is a big deal, is a big deal. Okay, so that's why people, let's say there is a, I am starting, I want to start a small company. Okay, so if I want to start a small company, okay, first thing I need to find out, okay, where is, like I want to host all the infrastructure that is required for a mobile app. Let's say I'm starting with a mobile app. Okay, now this particular mobile app I need to actually find out find out a particular location where I can host all my servers. Okay, and then I need to procure all the infrastructure that is required for this. Let's say so much of so many servers, so many computers. Okay, with this much RAM, this much everything I need to procure, and then I need to buy the software licenses. Okay, so like this, you may have to do a hell lot of things, and then you need a network guy, and then you need a security guy. Okay, so these things are inevitable if at all, if you want to start a company. What if I rent something? What if I rent something wherein people, okay, have a cloud? Okay, I will just rent an infrastructure. Let's say you are taking a rent house for a rent, the same way cloud works. Okay, you are a tenant, they will give any cloud whenever you take a subscription, they will give tenant ID for it. Okay, you are a tenant on the cloud, you are going to rent their infrastructure and use for your purposes. Okay, and it is all pay as you go, it is all pay as you go. Okay, you don't need to maintain all of this. I don't want this headache. I want to just focus on, I have 5 developers, I just want to focus on the development and then managing my particular application. That's my goal. Okay, then who will take care of all of this? That's the cloud companies. That's why, okay, that's why we are going to learn about cloud. We're going to learn about cloud tools, because on-premise tools, okay, on-premise tools now, still people are using, 80% of the people are still on-premise, they still have to migrate. Around 20% of them are migrated to cloud. But yes, we do have a lot of scope. Let's say for another 10 years we'll be, okay, 10 years we'll be just working on a migration of cloud, moving the, like, on-premise applications to cloud. All these things will be focused for another 10 years. Okay, it can be any cloud, it can be any cloud, but I will just give you an, okay, overview of why the Azure cloud is having a little bit edge. Okay, so it can be any cloud, and people will be actually working on this. People will be working on this. That's about the okay. That's about little bit about the cloud introduction. Okay, now so let's say apart from this, if you could see, I'm not only okay. I will take another slide. Okay, so we are talking about many things over here. Okay, in the course that I'm talking about SQL. Okay, traditionally, okay, this particular language is there from 50 years, DB2. Okay, and then maybe there was before any sequels were also available. Okay, and this particular sequel is inevitable. Okay, inevitable because it is easy. Okay, it is easy. Whoever learns it, it is very much important. So we are covering this. We are covering this. Okay, 50% to 60% of the time you are going to use the Spark SQL. 50 to 60% of the time you are going to use Spark SQL. So it is inevitable. Okay, we must learn it. So now I know SQL. Okay, I know SQL. Then why? What is the need of Python? What is the need of Python? Because whenever somebody learns SQL, okay, it is mainly to support structured data. Structured data. What I mean? Let's say I have an Excel. Okay, I have a table in a SQL. I have a table in Oracle. Okay, I have a CSV file. Okay, I have a text file. Let's not take text file, but let's say I have different files wherein data is formatted in a having a column. Okay, column and rows. Let's say I take this particular Excel. I have columns, I have rows. I have columns, I have rows. Okay, this particular data which is formatted is called as structured data. Okay, structured data. Okay, now in the modern days we are not, people are not only dealing with the structured data, we are also dealing with semi structured data. So what is semi structured data? Key value pair, let's say JSON, let's say dictionary values are a JSON values. Okay, people are communicating now using structured data. ID, okay, colon one, name. Okay, let's say take name. Okay, name, let's say Sachin. Okay, so like this is one type of it. Let's say XML. So what you will have XML, you will have angular brackets in the beginning. Okay, angular brackets, then you will have different tags. Okay, it will have sub tag. Okay, in this, let's say EMP details. Okay, like that. Then inside this EMP details you will have, let's say, ID. Okay, so if people ask me, okay, ID, then one, then let's say name. Okay, name Vinod. So if people ask me, okay, if people ask me mainly, okay, then we need to definitely deal with this particular data. Okay, JSON is gonna be used very much, gonna be used very much. Okay, we need to learn how to deal with the semi-structured data. Now with the modern day, people are dealing with, okay, you see generative AI. Okay, chat GPT, generative AI, it is making a lot of noise. They deal with unstructured data as well. Okay, unstructured data as well. Okay, they deal with photos. Okay, they deal with videos. Okay, they deal with text files. Okay, they deal with PDF files, anything. Okay, let's say I was working, okay, in a developed country. Okay, those particular country, if I just jump a signal within few minutes, okay, within few minutes, okay, then I used to get fines to my mobile. Okay, how they do this? They record the video, they take the snaps, and then okay, they will read the text from the files and then they will process the data. So this is unstructured data. This is unstructured data. So with the modern day problems, not only the structured data, we're also going to deal with unstructured and semi-structured. So we need to learn a programming language which helps us, okay, which helps us to deal with unstructured and semi-structured data. That is Python. That is Python. Python is like a English language. Python is English language. Don't worry if at all if you don't know, I'm going to teach you, okay, to the to the extent that is required for dealing with the data engineering stuff. Why I mean what I mean over here, because Python is very vast. Python is used for data engineering, data analysis, data science. It is used for creating front end applications. It is used for creating whatnot, mobile apps, testing, hell lot of things. But we're going to learn Python for data engineering, okay, and you will definitely feel it easy. There is no issue. I'm gonna take care of it while teaching. Okay, so SQL is one language, Python is one, and ADF, okay, Azure Data Factory. Can people mute, please? Okay, Azure Data Factory. Okay, so Azure Data Factory. Why Azure Data Factory? Okay, is it is like a on-premise we had a, and everybody mute, please. On-premise we had a SSIS ETL tool from Microsoft. Okay, he is using similar kind of tool on the cloud. On the cloud, you don't have to install anything, you don't have to do anything. Go open the web browser portal.azure.com, start using Azure Data Factory. Nothing doing. All you have to do is provide your credit card or a company's credit card to start using that. No need to install this version, that version, nothing. Okay, it is as simple as that. They have a platform, you just have to click on it, okay, and then you can start using. And if at all if you're not running anything on the Azure Data Factory, they won't even charge. That is, okay, that is the thing with the Azure Data Factory. Okay, so now Azure Data Factory is a very good tool. It is also used for scheduling purposes. So on the on-premise, okay, a lot of people use, okay, SQL agent, okay, or a control M. Okay, so like this kind of tools for orchestration or scheduling. Okay, in the cloud we need to start using the new terminologies. We say orchestration. That's a modern word. Okay, in the earlier days we used to say scheduling only. Now we say orchestration. Okay, which is hearing, like even to hear it is, it looks good. So orchestration. So ADF not only for ETL, it's a no code or a low code ETL tool. No code or low code ETL tool. So it is also used for scheduling anything. Okay, scheduling the Databricks notebook, scheduling the ADF pipelines, everything. Okay, that will be done in the Azure Data Factory. Okay, we'll be using maybe 20 to 30% of the time. 20 to 30% of the time. Okay, now I have we have spoken about three tools. One is like two languages, SQL and Python, and also one tool that is Azure Data Factory. Then, okay, what is PySpark, right? What is PySpark? Now let's say, okay, we are talking about the modern world where we have big data problems. What is big data problem? Okay, I have talked about one thing, right? Like there is a, okay, okay, volume, velocity, and variety. I just spoken about variety. Okay, programming language will come handy to deal with the variety of data. Okay, what about volume and velocity? Let's say this is a big data. Okay, big data is a problem, by the way, it's not a tool. Okay, so if it is a big data, okay, in big data what all problems people will have? Volume, okay, velocity, and variety. These are the big one. There are 8 ways, 10 ways, 100 ways people are using. There is no issue, they can talk anything. But and I'm not against it, but I'm just saying mainly the kind big data term with variety of data, volume of data, okay, and velocity of data. Velocity of data. Okay, so when I mean volume and velocity, let's say in my home, okay, after coming back to India last year, everything I went to purchase things. Okay, I purchased smart TV, which I can control my from my phone. I purchased smart fridge, which I can control from my phone. I purchased smart AC. I purchased smart washing machine. Everything is smart. How do they deal with? Okay, I have one phone, I have one smartwatch. Okay, look at the amount of devices that I'm doing. Look at the amount of data that is getting generated, volume of the data that is getting generated, and the velocity that it is getting generated. It is getting growing every day, more and more and more and more. my son wants a laptop. Okay, son wants a, let's say, iPad. He wants a smartwatch. Okay, okay, it's like this. Everyone has their own needs. Okay, everyone has their own needs. It is inevitable. Smartness in the applications is getting more and more, and look at the amount of data that is being generated between this with the Internet of Things that we are using. So to deal with that, we need something. So now more and more devices are coming, more and more data is coming. Now I want to deal with data. Let's say I will give a simple example to understand how to deal with this. Let's say there is a house, okay, there is a construction that is happening. A person, okay, a person is gonna, let's say a person is gonna do some software job, okay, he's doing a software job. He will finish the job in 10 days, okay, 10 days he can finish. Now his manager comes and tell him, can you finish in 1 day? He'll say, what the heck, it's not going to be happening. Okay, I'm a man, I can work 8 hours. Let's say if you want, it's too much important, then I can stretch for another 4 hours. If I do another 4 hours, then I can finish it in 7.5 days. Now then the manager said, no, that's not a, this not going to work out, I don't want to stress you, find out another way. Okay, find out another way. What is that another way? Then you can say, I need 10 people. I need 10 people. Simple. Okay, 1 day 10 people. 10 divided by okay, 1 divided by 10. If you say like 10 divided by 1 is 10 people I need. So then 1 day it will finish. If you hire 10 people, then 1 day it will finish. Then I am one. What you are doing here? You are distributing the work. You are splitting the work and distributing the work to make it faster, to run it faster. You are splitting the work. That's the reason we need big like that's the reason we need to understand the big data concepts. Okay, and we need to understand Hadoop map reduce little bit, at least conceptually, not theoretically, like practically will not be doing Hadoop map reduce, because it is nowadays people are not using. And okay, and also we'll learn about the Spark. We'll learn about the Spark, mainly PySpark. PySpark is a coding thing. Spark is a frame, like Spark is an API which deal with distributed computing, distributed computing and massive parallel processing, massive parallel processing. So this is the reason we need to learn PySpark. This is the reason to deal, how to deal with, okay, growing volume, growing velocity, to make things faster. To I want insights faster. So what will happen? Why you need things to be faster, right? So let's say you purchase something in any of the websites. Okay, within, okay, next time when you go to Google, okay, when you go to Google, it will start recommending. Let's say I searched for a house. I want to buy a house in Hyderabad. I searched for a house. Till now, even like I searched for a house like 6 months before. Now, even now, I get recommendations saying, okay, this particular builder is coming up with this particular project. Why don't you have a look? This looks so. How do they make it with the, okay, the moment you search something, okay, the moment you search something, okay, your browser will capture the data, okay, and then if you see Google, now they came up for each particular person, they are, okay, they are coming up with their own, so that they can, okay, customize the recommendation. Okay, I logged in into browser, then it will ask who is logged in. Okay, so if you see on the top, my name is there. Okay, if you see another browser, there is another person, let's say from my house, who has logged in, their name is there. So then they will do the personal recommendations. Personal recommendations so fast. If you search, let's say I want to buy a toothbrush, Amazon, immediately they will recommend you something. Okay, people whoever brought this also buying this particular thing. How they are doing? Okay, they are doing using the tools, okay, which process the data so quickly, okay, and then they will feed into the algorithm which will actually give you the recommendation so quickly. Okay, that's the reason we definitely need to learn, okay, PySpark. Okay, I'm just giving some examples to make you understand why things are required. Okay, now let's say in this particular thing. I said about Python, Spark, Spark SQL, PySpark. Okay, now let's understand about little bit about the Databricks. Okay, so 10 years before, 10 years before, big data was introduced, right? Big data tools, the tools, okay, Hadoop MapReduce, which solves the big data problem, was introduced. Okay, you know how much time it used to take, okay, to start a big data project in your organization, how much money you are gonna spend. Okay, minimum of half a million. Okay, minimum of half a million. Okay, you are going to spend, I mean, half a million is dollar, I mean. Okay, you need to contact Hortonworks, you need to contact, okay, Cloudera, you need to contact some other players in the market. Okay, even though they say commodity computing cheaper, this, that, and all this shit. Okay, it was a hell to start a big data project. Okay, and the infrastructure, you need a infrastructure, to deal with this Hadoop administrator, you need, okay, any particular configuration changes, you need to again take the help of Hortonworks or Cloudera. It was really really, okay, difficult for people just to maintain a particular one particular application. Okay, a lot of people, they thought of solving big data problems in their organization. Because of the way, the difficulty, okay, people stopped, a lot of people stopped. Okay, there were like news, 80% of the big data projects are failure, it's just a hype word and everything. That reason was, you are going to spend hell lot of money. Okay, and it is preserved only for your company, preserved for only one company. Okay, now the cloud came into picture. Okay, this guy Databricks, not only Databricks, there are a lot of other tools. Okay, they came into picture, they made it so easy. Okay, I can just create a workspace. I can just create a workspace, spin up the based on my need cluster based on my need. Okay, and then start coding, finish. This happens in 10 minutes. Things which used to happen half a million. Okay, if you go and ask everyone in the particular organization how many days they will take to approve this half a million, they will take minimum of 3 months. You have to go to CFO, you have to go to director, this guy, that guy, every damn guy in the organization, you have to take approval. But now it's damn simple, damn easy. Okay, I don't want to actually use, okay, I don't want to use a very big cluster. Okay, enough. If I don't want to use a very big cluster, it's okay, I can use the smallest cluster that is possible. I don't want to big cluster, small cluster, I'll just pay, I'll pay only for small cluster. That's absolutely fine, because it's not only possible only with the Databricks, because there are a lot of things that played important role. We have Kubernetes, we have containerization. Okay, these things help to simplify our, okay, to simplify the things, these things helped us. Okay, and Databricks as a whole, okay, he is focused, okay, he is focused on one tool, okay, which supports data analysts, data engineers, data scientists. So everyone it will support. Now, and also he did a very good thing. Okay, storing the data in the data lake. Storing the data in the data lake is damn cheap. It's like storing in your Windows Explorer folder. I have a folder, here I'm storing the data, that's the same thing, that's the data lake in the cloud. Okay, that's a Windows Storage Explorer in the cloud, that's the data lake. Okay, because this guy uses, okay, storage is cheap, compute is pay per use, and I have one particular, okay, Jupyter notebook which supports 6 languages. Okay, SQL you can write, Scala you can write, okay, Python you can write, R you can write. Okay, and then you can use shell scripting, file system language, whatnot, everything, okay, in one. And they started introducing English as a language for Okay, English means what you are going to do, you are going to ask simple questions. Can you provide me, okay, not only this particular tool, lot of tools, even Power BI also introduced this a year ago. Can you provide me metrics in the data? Maybe it will provide what are the metrics that are available. Just like simple things. Okay, so you can just imagine, okay, how things are getting simplified. No need to even worry. Okay, that's why, like, he has done all he has done, he will always associate with the cloud for the data lake, and for infrastructure also he will associate with the cloud. Only thing is he will provide a platform with lot of improvements every damn time. Every month he will provide improvements, and then to make your life easy, to make your life easy. That's why this is a platform where we are going to learn Python, where you are going to learn Spark SQL, where you are going to learn PySpark, everything in the Databricks, and the storage that it is going to use is the data lake. Now there is one more, few more tools. Okay, that is Data Factory. Also we learned already, like why it is useful, and Azure Synapse. Azure Synapse. Okay, let's say my organization. Okay, using SQL from ages. Okay, let's say I'm using SQL from, let's say, 25, 30 years. Okay, now I don't want to shift to new technology. I don't need. Okay, all I'm generating is the, okay, structured data. Okay, then how I'm going to deal with this structured data, how I'm going to deal with this, then to deal, okay, structured data is fine. How about the volume? How about the volume? Okay, how about the velocity? Okay, how about the velocity? Okay, which database in the cloud supports this? Okay, database in the cloud supports this. That's the Synapse database. That's the Synapse dedicated pool. Okay, this is the massive parallel processing cloud warehouse. Massive parallel processing cloud warehouse. Okay, so this we will learn in depth. I'm giving you heads up because I mentioned these many tools. You need to know why these many tools are used. Okay, you need to know. You need to have little bit of idea. Okay, you need to have idea about the table of contents that a trainer is speaking about whenever you are learning a particular course. Okay, otherwise it's gonna be difficult. So Synapse is, okay, again same as Redshift in Amazon. Okay, BigQuery in Google, or a snowflake, or a snowflake, it is equivalent to that. Okay, that's a Synapse dedicated. We will also learn about the serverless pool, but I won't reveal those concepts of what is serverless, what is dedicated, what is containers, and all. We'll be talking more about that while learning the codes, and in the end we'll be doing a end-to-end project, a real-time end-to-end project. Okay, what all, how we are going to log, how we are going to dynamically process the things, which kinds of notebooks, how we have to create utilities, what is a structure we have to create, how to design a framework, everything we are going to do in the end-to-end project. Okay, so that is also covered. Now let's come to, who is this course useful for, who is this course useful for. Let's say, okay, let's say there are a lot of people, okay, who is having, okay, ETL experience, on-prem ETL experience. So we need to now, okay, not, see, I'm not saying this particular course is the only thing, right? You need to upskill yourself. You need to upskill yourself to survive. You need to upskill yourself to earn more. You need to upskill yourself to sustain for another 10 years. You need to have a long term plan. Okay, another 10 years. Okay, so that's the thing you have to do without, okay, now that if you know SQL, okay, if you know tool, okay, now you're going to equip you with a, okay, with Python, PySpark, and also Databricks and cloud, all of these, and you're gonna sustain absolutely for another 10 years. I'm gonna guarantee you this. Okay, so you need to upskill yourself. I'm not saying, okay, this is the only course that would you have to learn and all. I'm saying you need to upskill. You must upskill. Okay, you can't sustain on the on-prem tool. I have seen a lot of projects slowly they are migrating. Okay, you don't even realize on a particular day they will say this is done. I am just using cloud. Okay, just remember this. Just remember this. Now, apart from this, okay, apart from this, there are testers. Okay, ETL testers are a normal testers. Okay, they do have little bit of SQL knowledge. Okay, they can easily learn this. They can easily learn this also. There is no issue. Okay, there is no issue. Lot of, okay, in the previous batches, lot of housewives also, since they are able to, okay, they are able to, okay, spend lot of time, okay, in learning. A lot of the people who are actually, okay, since our course is designed to cover both theoretical and practical and practical. So people are practicing every day. People are practicing every day because I'm going to give you the notebooks, okay, that will be used in the data breaks. Okay, then you can easily practice. You can usually, there will be code, okay, you can write similar code and practice. The more you practice, the more you are confident, the more you will get the opportunities. Okay, that's how, even for freshers or even for housewives, whoever not worked till now, that will also be, okay, they want to give a try, that will they will also, okay, learn this. So in the previous batches, lot of managers who are actually looking for opportunities in the data and analytics team, okay, they don't have a knowledge, okay, on the data and analytics. They were handling lot of applications. Okay, they want to get into the data and analytics space because this is the growing area. This is the area where things are getting a traction in the world. So to get an idea, also people are join, also people are join. Okay, so just that I'm saying, okay, I will be open for question in another 5 minutes. Okay, now the course will be 5 days a week. 5 days a week. Okay, every day last 10 minutes. Okay, 5 days a week. Okay, I will be teaching for 1 hour. Okay, or little over 1 hour. Okay, and after that 10 minutes will be, it should be coming from you. Okay, whoever asking the question, okay, I can just say the questions will be used, like the questions will be like this. In the interview they may ask like this. In the real time you may face this type of question, but you need to come up with the questions so that I can answer. Okay, last 10 minutes it will be interaction. Okay, it will be interaction. Okay, you can ask. Okay, you can ask anytime even while teaching, but basically last 10 minutes it will be more of a discussion so that people, whoever finish the things on that particular day, they can leave. Other people who are interested to me answering those questions, they can stay back. Okay, 5 days a week. Okay, and 1 hour minimum every day. I will be teaching minimum of 1 hour. Sometimes it will be 70-80 minutes also, because we need to cover the things as well. We need to cover the things as well. Some people may interrupt in between with the questions, but yes, that is all common. Because I'm here to teach, you are here to learn. That will be an interaction, and it is all okay. And I'll be every course, everything I will be giving, okay, PDFs of the concepts. Okay, and I will be giving the notebooks. Okay, I will be giving the notebooks for you to learn. Okay, for practice and everything. Okay, and so that it will be, it will simplify your life for practice. It will simplify your life for practice. Okay, and in the end I will be also giving you the interview questions. Okay, and we'll also, okay, learn about different architectures that in a project people can use, if at all if they are working, or if they are targeting for interviews, that will also be useful for them. And also I will give you sample resumes which you can get inspiration from to prepare a new resume. Sample resumes, around 10-15 resumes I'll give. That will also be helpful for you. Okay, so yeah, I'm open for questions now. People can start asking questions.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi Vinod. Yeah, so I think you answered the question previously, but I just wanted to confirm with you once
Mhm.
again. So
Absolutely.
I'm not a ETL developer or ETL. I don't have any idea on the ETL, but I know what it
Okay.
does,
Yeah.
and I'm not a tester for sure. But
Hmm.
I know the SQL thing because I'm a .NET developer, so I know the SQL and a couple of Azure concepts I know. So
Okay.
will this training will be really helpful for me to earn something, or I'm not the right person for this training?
So the thing is, what's your goal? Your good name?
Vamshi.
Okay. Hi, Vamshi. What's your goal? Like, where you want to be? Let's say for the next year, what you are targeting, Vamshi?
So basically, I wanted to be kind of a Azure cloud architect is what
Okay.
my goal would be.
Okay.
So I am trying to touch base all the Azure concepts and all.
Hmm.
So I know enough, not much, but a little bit on Azure, and I'm still working on a couple of things. So
Hmm.
when I heard about this training, I thought maybe this would be helpful for my uh, upcoming basically upskilling purpose. So that's the reason I just.
Absolutely, it will be helpful. See, the thing is, in the Azure, okay, let's say you need to, if you are an infrastructure guy, right? Your
Mhm,
scope will be limited. Okay, let's say
mhm,
you want to just focus on procuring this infrastructure and then managing the network and everything. Your scope will be limited. Okay,
mhm,
okay, but knowing that will be helpful. Okay, by being an enterprise architect, let's say later point of time. Okay, enterprise architect should know even those things along with the okay data things. Okay, if
mhm,
you are in the data arena, data space, wherein you actually get the money, the money lies over here. Okay, the money
mhm,
lies over here,
mhm,
sustainability lies over here, everything lies over here. Okay, since you know .NET coding, okay, you can cope up. Okay, you can cope up learning Python. Like it is easy for, it will be easy for you to learn Python. It's gonna be really simple things that we are going to learn, and then the PySpark little bit advanced things we are going to learn, but it will be easy for you. And you said you have a SQL background, okay? But
mhm.
if you're thinking to build a career in the data analytics space, absolutely this course is gonna help you.
Okay,
But you
okay.
should be okay, you should be thinking like this is a growing area. Like if I hop into this particular thing, it will definitely help you. Okay, that's what you have to decide. Are you looking for this particular thing? Then it's going to help you. Definitely there is no issue. That's why I told even the managers, there were two or three managers joined in the previous batch because they are already a delivery managers, but they want to have an idea on the data analytics space. And I'm not sure, like if you're looking for architect position, solution architect position, having an idea will definitely help you over this, or you can even contribute in this particular space also if you would like to,
Okay,
because
okay.
contributors are getting more money now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm, Hi Vinod.
I got that.
Uh,
Thank you.
Yes, please, I think.
uh,
Yeah.
Hi Vinod. This is Sarafraz. I
Hi,
just
sir.
want to know. You mentioned that Azure Data Engineer profile uses some Databricks and
Mhm.
some. It's a, like a ETL tool on cloud basis, right? And
Coding
which
it will.
requires, yeah, and which
Yeah.
requires some Python coding and SQL Server, right? So my question is, what will be the role of a particular person? It is as a developer, or it comes under administrative, or what? How
we
we
are
can
going to
define that?
mainly we are going to mainly learn as a data engineering stuff. Data engineering stuff will be mainly a developer role. Okay,
So that
senior
data engineering,
developer. Yeah,
that
data
that data
engineering will
engineering
always
content
be.
only, that part only, or it is like someone expecting more than that, like suppose if we adopt this course and we learn whatever you are mentioned, so is
Okay,
it comes enough for that data engineer role, or some, because
that is
what
enough.
I face, yeah, what I face, for a particular developer role you can consider now the full stack term is there, so they are expecting much more things to be aware, the user should aware,
Oh,
right? So
what is that much more thing in the data engineering space people are expecting? Because if you see the content, I explained you for structured data, you're going to learn Spark SQL. For dealing unstructured, semi-structured data, you're going to use Python. For dealing distributed computing, dealing with the big data space, you are going to learn PySpark. You are going to learn the hottest, okay, thing that in the that is you are going to use the Databricks. That's the hardest thing that's happening right now, if you ask me. And you are going to learn about the Delta Lake, Data Lake, both. And you are going to learn orchestration through Data Factory. You are going to learn, okay, complete SQL Server big data warehouse on the cloud, that is Synapse Warehouse. What else more people can expect from you as a full stack developer? Let's say data
Okay.
engineer, nobody will ask a data engineer full stack developer as such. But if at all if you ask, then you can put the tick box, you can check what is that they are looking for. Yes, they may look for a little bit of DevOps concepts, okay, but that is very limited. Check in check out thing, you may even Google, you may get a lot of things also. That's not a big deal, I would say. Even I have
Okay.
free videos that I created for by myself, how to do code, like set up a git and how to use in the ADF. You can just even visit that. Okay, that's not a deal. You have enough stuff to deal with. That's why I'm saying. So if I'm
And
just
what is
saying I'm just teaching the Python and PySpark and over, then it doesn't. It may, yeah. Then where is the SQL? Then where is the orchestration tool? Where is the data lake? Where is the Delta lake? Where is the cloud? That comes into picture. But we are teaching everything as a bundle.
okay? And what is the duration for this course?
7 weeks.
7 weeks.
7 weeks, 35 hours. 35 hours. Minimum of 35 hours, and the class may extend for 10 minutes more. So you can just say like around 40 hours.
Okay.
Hello,
Thank you.
Vinod sir. This is Shaurya. Actually, I just
Hmm.
want to understand because my background is more into database as well as big data admin part, and
Okay.
I have worked little bit around Azure Data Lake, Data Factory. I did some POCs. So my
Hmm.
background is not more into coding part. I am more into like the solutioning, and I want to become like the solution architect in terms of the data engineering, how to play with the
Okay.
data, how to scheme and how to
Hmm.
extract, transform. So, what basic
Hmm.
mandatory technology stack, suppose prerequisite for this course, so that become
Hmm.
a data architect. I mean, now these days, data architect is how to play with the data according to the data. Then we give it the data to the data scientist. So
Hmm.
I just want to know because I'm the middle of everything. I mean, middle of more into like the data base plus Azure, all this little bit I know, but now I want to
Hmm.
become a data solution architect, and this is the hot cake in the
Okay.
market. So,
Hmm.
what is the prerequisite things I should know?
So what is that? So you only said there is an answer in your question. Okay. What you said is like I want to actually play around with the data, extract the data, and give it to data scientist. What is that? That thing. That thing is the data engineering stuff. The thing that you are going to extract the data. So if you have an idea how to actually deal with which type of data, how to do different types of architecture, how to design different types of solutions based on need, how the, like when I go for a Delta Lake, when I go for Spark SQL, okay, when I go for Data Lake, which type of big data formats are there? There is Parquet, ORC, Avro, and Delta. Okay, what is the
Mhm.
need of it? Okay, these things you need to understand. I, when I said dedicated pool, you need to understand there are a lot of concepts you need to understand. There is a containerization, there is a serverless, there is dedicated. You need to have this idea also. Okay, which particular tool? Okay, what is the serverless concepts here? Look, can I, my problem is this? Can I solve with the serverless? No, no, I need a dedicated thing. Then when to go for which kind of solution? So you need to understand this particular stuff. So if you are looking for particularly Azure space, this course will definitely help you to learn, because data engineering is the base, is the base for you. You need to know the
Okay.
all the concepts that we are teaching, every concept, everything over here, right? There is nothing you
So,
can miss. Everything you need to know. Okay, let's say if you are
so sir,
dealing with SQL. Hmm.
there is a machine ML ops also, right? After this, you are providing some ML ops also. How to
No,
do? I
no,
mean,
I'm not teaching MLOps because I'm not good at it. It doesn't make sense me teaching the ML things, because you need to,
Okay.
because I did a lot of certification in the data science as well. But the thing is, you need to have basic statistical knowledge, you need to have domain knowledge, and you need to have a lot of coding skills, wherein you can think, you need to know a lot of libraries that is coming up in the market. You need to know neural networks, you need to know generative AI. So it goes on, like things goes on: artificial intelligence, machine learning, neural networks, generative AI. You should know all of these actually to be successful, and it's a super vast area. Okay, but I
Mhm.
need to, if I have to survive on a daily basis, first thing I need to have is, I need to establish as either a data engineer or a data analyst, and then I can focus on those stuff. Okay, but my focus, that's a different subject. Even in a computer science in the college now, they have made it as a separate 4-year course. So you can think of how vast the artificial intelligence is. So yes, that's a different subject, so we are not touching that particular part.
Okay, so you mean to say in the Azure majorly focus on data lake, data factory, data pipeline, and ETL. Is it something like that?
ETL, Databricks, how things works in the Databricks, learn Python, PySpark, all this stuff, and also Synapse, what is serverless DB, what is dedicated DB, okay, how to procure the
Okay.
resources. This stuff also will be.
Okay, so the person only know SQL can go into data engineering. I mean, can survive only the SQL part if the person know SQL, Linux, and little bit shell scripting. Python, I don't know about the Python.
We are going to teach. That's the first thing I'm going to start with, Python.
Okay.
I'll be teaching whatever is required for you to actually survive in the data engineering space. Okay, and even for the interview purpose also it will be covered. Even for learning purpose, everything whatever is required. Okay, Python is a base for PySpark. So without teaching Python, then if I go to PySpark, then you will say like I am feeling very difficult to deal with the PySpark. So we'll be going with the basics. First Python, then Spark SQL. Once this covered, then we'll be hopping onto different things, that is big data stuff, then the PySpark, then we'll learn about the Delta Lake, because Delta Lake is the open file format which is making a lot of noise, and which is very much needed. Can you please mute, because it is lot of background voices. Hello, Shaurya, can you please mute so that I can talk, and then you can just talk if you have any questions.
I already muted.
Okay, I think Ketan or someone. Okay, so sorry, thank you for that. So you need to actually go step by step here. Instead of just rushing things, we need to definitely have some patience for really have very good patience for 7 weeks as a whole, where you will definitely get confidence. I cannot say I will feel in confidence in very one day. That is not possible because I just start with Python. So you need to really have idea. Okay, and then even the okay, even the actually the tools that we are going to use. Okay, like we'll be using Azure. We have 30 days free trial. I will show date in the Databricks how to use Databricks also for free. I will show that as well.
Okay, sir. What is the timing? Actually, we all are mostly people are working professional. So
7:30
I
to
just want to
8:30.
7:30
7:30
to
to 8.
8:30 IST.
EST.
Okay, sir.
Will that work
No
out?
problem.
Will that work for
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Um,
But even
So,
like if you
Vinod,
really interested,
sorry,
kindly
Vinod,
make
your
yourself.
voice was
No,
breaking actually. Can you write down the timing on that? Oh, okay, you are written. Sorry.
I have written. I have written.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is a
So
morning.
this
Okay, morning time.
morning only, because this particular time there are a lot of US people also joining the course. Lot of Indian people also joining the course, and everybody wants to go to office. And I thought this would be nice if we keep the things at, because people say 6 a.m. They say it is very early. 6:30 a.m. They say a little bit here and there, but I thought 7:30 would be the ideal timing where we can easily actually do something from 6 to 7, anything for our kids, because kids are also going to school. No more uh, things that's happening from home right now, and it will be easy even for after 8:30, even if we can easily travel to office. So that's the reason I kept this. See, it's duration for 7 weeks where people really want to learn something, okay, really interested, and then you have to adjust little bit for 7 weeks. A lot of people comes to me, I need to take care of my kid at this particular time, right? Like you can, it's matter of 7 weeks, okay. You have to adjust, and I'm making adjustment for myself. I have two kids. One is 8 months old. One is 6 years old, 7 years old. So I think that should be easy for other people also. I'm just suggesting. I'm not saying it will be 100% easy, but it is. You can make it for 7 weeks.
I have a question. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Your good name, please.
Fatima this side.
Hmm.
Actually, my background is not with the computer science and all, and just I am working as a US IT recruiter. So, may I know
Hmm.
how it will work for me?
So Fatima, every day, so teacher will teach for 1 hour, right? You have to practice for 3 hours. Okay,
Yes,
and you will have time. You will have time, and I will be
yes,
teaching from the very basics. Okay, from the very basic I am teaching, so it won't. You will every single doubt you can ask me in the class. There is no issue. Okay, so if since I am teaching from the very basics, it is more practical oriented also. So if you practice for 3 hours slowly and gradually, you will get confidence. By the end of 7 weeks, you will be just worried like, how can I search now, can I start going for interviews, like that. But if you don't practice, if you keep on pushing, I don't want to practice today, I don't want to, because I can just take, okay, anyone, I can just cook and keep the food in front of you, right? Eating, I can
hmm,
even get the food to your mouth, but eating is up to you. Okay, because the effort
okay,
that the trainer puts, the same effort even the learner has to put. The effort from the learner will be 70%. Okay, effort from the trainer will be 30%. Okay, even I have, okay, before designing the courses and all, okay, and making these Azure courses, okay, I have spent around 1,000 hours in learning. Okay,
okay,
just
and
I need to learn. I need to learn, but I'm just saying, like, but for you, since things are ready made for you, right? Ready to eat. Now all you have to do is eating. So that is
uh,
practice.
I,
Practice, it's
I-
over.
it's okay, but
Mm,
this is a totally different background. My background is journalism and mass communication, and this Azure DevOps and all this is totally based on coding and all. So that I want to know how it will work in my recruiting background. Currently, since 1.5 half years, I'm working as a US IT recruiter. So how
mm.
it will work for me?
See, all you have to project is that you are doing a computer science job, right? You cannot, if you project it as you are doing some recruiter job, then it won't be helpful. Okay, all you have to do is, because the money is in the computer, like in the software IT only, right? You will earn more money only in the IT. You have to learn some course. Okay, so I'm not saying this is, but if you are ready to spend a right time, if you're ready to learn, then definitely you can project yourself as a data engineer and then start. Like you say, I have a 2 years of experience as a data engineer. Why you did, maybe you studied in some other field, because that time I did not have much idea. So but I got an opportunity, and then I adapted myself and then started working in this particular field. That's how you have to project, then it will work.
Okay.
Okay, like you have to put it in such a way that nobody, like there will not be too many of counter questions. So like your interest, like I was not aware, there was no much people for me to guide. Okay, so now I changed my interest, and once I get in here, then I started loving it, so I'm just looking for job over here. That's how we have to put it.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay,
there
got
is,
it.
there will be tremendous effort that everyone has to put actually. I would request you have to practice, because At the end of the day, you are going to spend time, you are going to pay money, but if you put effort, okay, I have lot of people placed, a lot of people got the job, whoever having different backgrounds, whoever is fresher and everything, okay. So you have to give it right.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, you are the decider factor. I cannot force anyone. But I'm saying that this will help you, if at all, if you're looking.
Yeah, before I don't know about mostly how it work and all as your DevOps, but doing job with
No,
skills. So
DevOps is a very small thing. For us, data engineering, it is all different. Maybe you can join for 1 or 2 days and see whether this works for you or not. Maybe you can ask the Visual Path organizer and see. If that works out, then you can start deciding.
okay,
You got what I'm trying to say? Like instead of just deciding right here, right now, maybe if at all, if it works for 1 or 2 days for you, then you can decide also. Like that, you can.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Vinod, Ketan
All
this
right,
side.
thank.
Hi, Ketan.
Yeah. So I am a data analyst working currently in Power BI and somewhat of SQL. So
Okay.
as you have said that for all the area of Databricks and ESA. So like,
Mhm.
will it be good for me to move into this because I don't have any much coding background, like basic SQL,
That's why. Yeah, we are
Yeah.
learning from basics, Ketan. We are learning from basics. Everything from basics, starting with Python, then Spark SQL. These after learning these two programming languages, then only we are getting into the tools. So
Okay.
you know how the market is. Maybe if at all, if you have tried outside, how the market is for only for Power BI developer, how much they can earn. You need to upskill. Even I
Yeah.
know Power BI, but to some extent I use actually. But for me to get, okay, to ask more money, I need to know better skills. Okay, not only Power BI. Power BI is a very good tool, but how much you can earn, how much you can grow. Okay, so that is what you have to think. Either, see, for you it will be really really helpful because the data engineering is really a good field and you would have already aware of it. Okay, and I am going to really teach everything from basics which will help you for your career, Ketan.
Okay. So I have seen about the DP to not 3. So like
TP203,
after
yes. Yes.
203. So
Hmm.
after your teaching, I can like crack
You can attempt.
this.
You can attempt, take dumps also because there will be more theoretical questions. Okay.
Okay.
Practically, you can survive easily in the office. Okay. But for you
Okay.
to clear the exam, you need some dumps. I can give you some people who can help you with the dumps. Okay. I will
Okay.
give you the contacts. You can contact me. Okay. You need dumps also. Clearing exam that Microsoft conduct is not only just learning the course will not help because they go on asking similar answers will be there. 80% similar will be there, only 10% deviation. So that will be, but having DP203 will really helpful. You can take this certification.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Uh, Hey, one last question from my side, Vinod. So,
Yeah.
if someone want to move towards the Snowflake, so will this
Yes.
be a stepping stone for that, or this is completely different from that?
So Snowflake is a cloud database, okay, cloud warehouse, right? So you don't have, you will not have that much edge just with the Snowflake. You need to have something with the Snowflake. Okay, you have lot of people use, let's say, Talent. A lot of people use Matillion with the Snowflake and everything. But Snowflake, if at all, if you are good at SQL, Snowflake can be easily adopted. You can easily adopt Snowflake. There is no issue. But if you, as a whole, you need to have a lot of idea about the cloud concepts as well. As a whole, you need to have idea about the big data concepts as well. Why the cloud warehouse came into picture? As I explained you earlier, okay, very like volume and velocity Okay, made them even think about creating a SQL, massive parallel processing SQL. That's the Synapse, Redshift, BigQuery, and the Snowflake. So you need to have these ideas of why we need to go for a cloud warehouse. What is the use? But you don't have a ETL engine. Native ETL engine is not there in Snowflake. You need to learn other tools.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. So,
Yeah.
but this course will help me to get into there, right? If I want to go to
See,
Snowflake.
yeah, this course will help you. See, you will be equipped with the whole data engineering stuff. What is left now is just the Snowflake stuff. Snowflake, mainly what they do, coding will be what in the Snowflake? SQL. Okay, storage is again data lake.
Okay,
Okay,
got it. Mhm.
so then you will definitely have a very good idea. But there are some, see, there is something called as snow pipe. Okay, there is something called as snow park. Okay, there, but other concepts you will learn here. Okay, like you can, let's say, how you are going to maintain the snapshots in the delta lake, how you are going to, okay, go back in the history of the data, how it is stored. So those
Mhm.
things, like around some 30% of the concepts are similar in the delta lake and snowflake, delta and
Okay,
snowflake. So you will learn here, so it will be useful there. Like zero copy cloning is there. There are a hell lot of
okay,
things which are similar. It will help. You can
okay,
relate.
okay, okay. Yeah. And one thing about the training, like I understood 7 weeks, 7:30 to 8:30 a.m.
Hmm.
5 days is fine. So when is that 5 days basically starts from Sunday
Monday to
to
Friday. Monday
Monday
to
to
Friday. No
Friday?
Sunday, Saturday. I need two
Okay,
days week. I need to spend 2 days with my family also. So I need to prepare also. So just that Monday to Friday. Only
okay,
weekdays.
okay, okay. Makes sense.
Okay. Anybody else got any more questions? Please ask me
Yes,
before we
Vinod,
wind up.
Ranjit here.
Hi Ranjit.
Can you hear? Yeah,
Yes, yes,
so I'm from New Zealand, and as
yes.
per your timings, as you said, 7:30 to 9:30, that will be midnight for me.
7:30 to 8:30. Yes, Ranjit.
Yeah, that will be midnight for me.
Okay.
So,
So
are there
what
any
is,
other timing?
so I'm teaching, see, I am teaching one batch, only Ranjit right now. Okay, so
Okay,
every day they will, so midnight means what, like 11, 12, 1, 2, what is the time?
it's 2 a.m.
Oh, wow. Okay, so then it's gonna be difficult for you, but it's, so they are giving recordings if you'd like to. Okay, if at all, if you can attend, I would say please attend live class. But if you don't have, then it's gonna be, um they will be giving recordings every day for you. I think if I have it open, I'll just show you
Ketan, can
so
you
that
can
you
you
can.
mute it, please? Ketan, hello, Ketan, can you mute?
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's good. Yeah.
Yes,
So
Vinod.
recordings, everyday recordings also they will give, actually for you to reference. But I would request people to attend live because
Yeah,
yeah,
that is the main reason I'm just going through n number of institutes and checking whether they can give training as per the timings which I'm convenient for. I'm okay in the weekends as well, but not late midnight.
absolutely, absolutely, you have other things to take care in your life as well. So
Yeah,
so
see, everybody
yeah,
are giving me the same time slot, 7:30 to 8:30. Most of the institutes,
yeah,
but
yes,
nobody
yes,
is
Ranjit,
taking
yeah.
in the weekends. That's the problem.
See, the problem with this is like we have to just rush in the weekend. Like we have to spend around 4 5 hours, and it takes around like couple of weeks, like 30 35 hours plus. Let's say every hour 10 minutes of like 40 hours. Let's say, right? Like how many weekends we need to take? That's again a question there,
Hmm.
right? That's the thing. See, I cannot force you, but Ranjit, like you can just think of, like if you really want to learn, if you really, if it is really need, then you have to maybe adjust, like maybe not me, or like if you like me, you can subscribe here, or if you like some other guys teaching, you can subscribe there. But you have to somehow, because you are getting good trainings from India itself. So right now, So definitely you can. I would say like you have to adjust for few weeks. Any training for that.
Yeah, like that's what the problem is. In the midnight,
Hmm.
it is difficult for me.
Yeah, yeah.
2
2
a.m.
a.m.
for me,
That's yeah,
fully
yeah.
impossible.
Yeah, 10, 11, it's okay, but 11 also late,
But
but
I'm
10 is less.
again there 10 11 also I'm a working professional, so I need to go to office. So by the time I reach home, it will be around 6 p.m. as per New Zealand timing, and it will be
Okay,
1:30 or 1 o'clock in India. So the
okay.
if anybody can teach me at 1:30 afternoon, I'm ready. Nobody teaches me in that particular time.
Yeah, then you have to hire a particular person. If everything should
I'm
be
not
that
that
is.
rich, Vinod, like you. You can't hire.
No, no, I'm saying like, see, to be very frank, like if you talk frankly, that's a thing, Ranjit. Like if you have to adjust along with the world, or if you want to spend extra penny, then you have to. I'm just giving some example. Don't get me wrong. I'm
No,
saying
no, no.
like you have to.
That's fine. I
Yeah,
understand that, Vinod. I
yeah, yeah,
understand
yeah,
that. The
yeah,
only reason
yeah.
is if anybody can provide me in the weekend also, that is also fine. But nobody gives. Nobody.
See, Ranjit,
I think
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I I contacted n number of training institutes in Hyderabad.
Okay.
Everybody says that 7:30 to 8:30 only.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, that's the biggest problem for me. So one of the institute troubled me a lot. I paid the whole
Okay.
amount. Till date, there is
Ah,
no class started for me. They promised me saying that we'll give you the complete as per your timings. So that
no,
has
no.
been going
See,
on. It's more than a month. Not even one class I
okay.
started.
See that's the thing.
False
See,
promises.
actually, there is nothing. See, I'm just showing you like at least visual path. They are good at it. And they even remind me even if I join like few minutes late, they will ask me why don't you join. Like this is a whole batch that I started in June and finished. Okay,
Hmm.
and they have all the recordings also here. Okay, you can
Okay. Okay.
easily look at the recordings, and then if I'm not wrong, I'll just show you even what all the code and everything, all the stuff that I give, they even upload it to Google Drive. Okay, so it is not that they will actually um, let's say I will just share it with me. Okay, so they are doing this stuff. See, the you should not be. I don't know how like these are the things that I give. Like whenever I start a new thing, I will be just going on giving these things, and in the end, I will be giving like sample resumes, interview questions, and everything, right? Whatever based on the need, I will be providing these things. So you have this video recordings, you have this. If at all if you miss, you can even use this. See, I can't make false promise that I will teach you. That's why I told you have to hire one to one. So but
And even that is also very expensive because the other institute, what they ha- they sh- given me a faculty who is a
okay,
beginner and who has only 2 years of experience, and
got
he
it.
was
Okay,
teaching me SQL, and then I said him, okay, you're teaching me SQL, I'll teach you more than what you know. That's what I
Hey,
said.
sorry to interrupt.
okay,
Sorry to interrupt Ranjit and Vinod. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm leaving now. So is there anything that because Ranjit, I ping you. You can ping me on my mobile. Okay, I'll reach. I'll give you a contact. Maybe you can contact them and then see. And Vinod, this is for today, right? So we'll start from Monday, right?
We'll start from Tuesday or Wednesday because people have to enroll. We need a set of people to start.
Oh, okay. Just
Okay,
you'll be
Monday.
communicating us. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 everything will be communicated. Everything will be communicated because they want a set of people to start with, right? So yes, it will be on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll be starting.
Okay. Okay.
Monday,
Yeah.
see, at least today we have started. They will think to tomorrow and day after and enroll. So Tuesday or Wednesday will start. Even
Yeah.
same for all the batches that we do. Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you. Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm leaving now. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Ranjit, I ping you my mobile number. You can just ping me. Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you. So Vinod, coming back to
Hmm.
you, so you cannot go ahead in the weekends.
No, so if you can bring me 10 people, I can take. Can you bring me 10 people?
From where should I get those 10 people?
Then that's the thing, right, Ranjit? See, that the thing is, I can't teach. Either you have to afford more or you have to bring people. So then, see, I'm saying, like, to be frank, that's the frankness, right? Like, I can't teach for one person.
Okay, if you teach for one person, how much you are going to charge?
Then you take contact from Visualpath and contact me. I will talk to you.
See,
Not
all the ways
here.
you are
Yeah.
blocking me.
So, no. I'm going to tell one to one, right? It does not make any sense to tell here. I will talk to you one to one if you really want one person,
See,
one to one teaching.
frankly,
Hmm.
yeah, frankly speaking, I'm searching this for the past 2, 3 months, and
Okay.
nobody is helping me out. And even
No,
Visual
I'm
Path also, I was asking for a long time, saying that I want in this particular timing. Then they said, right now we don't have any weekend batch,
yeah.
so you need to wait
They're
for a
frank,
couple
right?
of
Like
days.
they cannot provide, they cannot provide. They're frank in that sense.
Yeah, that's
They're
what
not.
I know about Visual Path because I was there with Visual Path for a long time as well when I was in
Okay.
Hyderabad.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
know about
You
Visual Path.
also taught here, I guess. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
But anyhow. Okay.
That was a long time, not right now.
Yeah.
A quick
So
question. So,
yeah, please.
what would be the difference between this Azure Data Engineer training and then I saw one for Azure Data Factory?
Data factory is what just one part of it, right? Like data factory, you will not be covering the whole stuff. In the beginning,
Okay.
did you join since beginning when I started
And
explaining why you need each tool?
no, I joined late actually. That's
Okay,
why.
okay, okay. Yeah. So data factory is mainly a no code and low code tool. So to
Okay.
deal with unstructured and semi-structured data, you need a coding language, and also to deal with the distributed computing, that also you need a coding. So Python
Mm-hmm.
and PySpark, Spark SQL, we will be using a data bricks.
Correct.
Actually, Databricks tool will be using. So Data Factory, it works super good with the structured data. It also works to some extent to copy paste the data into the cloud, but it won't be easy for you to transform the data like unstructured and semi-structured with the Data Factory. So for that reason, what
Correct.
we'll do,
Correct.
we'll be using PySpark and Python. And Databricks is the tool
Python.
where we are
And
going
then
to do this. Hmm.
do you expect us to, have any basic knowledge or prior knowledge of Python
So
before
I don't
joining the
expect anybody.
classes?
I don't expect anybody to have any knowledge, because I assume as a layman, if I want to learn how I want a teacher to be taught to me, I'm going to assume things that way and then teach you. Because some people who is having a good .NET Java, they may not feel like it is simple and all, but people who we have to understand as a holistic, a lot of people don't have a programming background, so I need to teach them since beginning. So I will assume and then teach. There is no question of rushing here.
Got it. Okay. So, and then for DP 203, you said that we would be able to pass that certification, but then again,
But
we
you
need
need
the
to read,
dumps for
yes, you
online.
need dumps, man. You have to collect, because the thing is, people, okay, a lot of people ask me, can you help us clearing? That is not easy also. Why it is not easy? Theoretical stuff they will
No,
give.
no, I know.
No, I'm just
Correct.
saying, like theoretical stuff they will give. For that, you need dumps, and it is. I say openly, right? Like if something is not possible, something is not possible. It's over. No false. This one, right? Anyhow, nobody will look in the resume you have done 2P203 or something. But whenever you have a client project or something, that time it will be definitely beneficial, because even my wife, she learned the course, she joined the job recently after a break. Then the customer asked us to do at least Azure fundamentals or DP203. At that time it was useful for
Mhm.
us, if she does, I'm just saying. But interviews they didn't. Indian guys, they check practical.
Correct. But for like if I need to clear the certificate, will
Uh,
the visual path can provide me the dumps or how I will get those dumps?
Like I have one guy who provide you the dumps. I can share that with Visualpath. They will share with you. No problem.
Oh, okay, okay. But he'll be charging like something for that, right?
It's not nominal charge. Nominal will be there, like
Okay, okay,
1,500 or 1,000 or something. That's not like 10,000 or
okay, okay,
something.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Vinod, I've sent you a message.
Mhm.
Can you just check it out and then message me as well?
Uh, yeah.
I'm Ranjit.
I don't. No, I don't say anything over here from Ranjit.
Uh, yeah, I said I'm Ranjit. This is my number.
No, I have not received that message text.
Okay, I'll do it once again.
Fatima, you still got some question?
Oh, Vinod.
Yes, one a
Yes.
course fee.
Course fee, I think it's 20K. Like
Uh,
you can talk to Visual.
Vinod, have you
okay.
received it now?
No, no, no.
Is it possible for demo class for 1 or 2 days maximum? If it will be relevant and if suitable to me, so can join.
See, they will let you like join for one class without even paying anything. Okay, and then you can
Okay.
decide. Yeah, and then you can decide.
Sure. Please let me know when you will
No,
start.
Visual Path will let you know all the details. You all you have to do is you have to drop your mail ID and phone numbers here, and then the Visual Path guys will contact you, and then they will create a group for whole people whoever actually uh, subscribe to this particular course, and then they will take it further. Everything will be transparent. They manage it very well.
Okay. So dropping the email here or on your WhatsApp number.
Yeah, onto the like Visual Path WhatsApp also you can directly drop, or you can drop here also. Both works.
Okay.
Okay, if you are not comfortable here, you can drop to their WhatsApp directly saying this is
No, no, no.
Fatima, this
I'm
is my mail
dropping.
ID. Okay, guys. Anybody got any more questions? If not, then we can just wind up.
Hi Vinod, this is Gautam. So,
Yes, Gautam.
will you be teaching real world scenarios? Because uh, I have past experience in working in ELK stack. So basically, it's also data ingestion stuff like that. But
Okay.
haven't worked on Spark. But I know the concept, but I haven't have the real world things. Okay, so will you be teaching the
Yes.
real
Yes.
time use case? Okay,
Yes. Real time use case only will be
okay.
there. Everything
So
that we are going to teach will be useful for you in day to day. That's what only we teach.
okay. So and about the timings. So it's only on at morning, right? Not at evening.
No, no, Gautam. Morning
Uh,
only.
okay.
So you were working in another shift or
Ye-
something, or you?
Yes, yes. My shift starts 6:30. Okay, I'm working for a Malaysian company, so it starts at 6:30. So that's
Morning.
what I'm thinking. Yes, morning 6:30.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking to proceed.
Okay. But anyhow, yeah, you can if you can manage, you can join this. I would suggest, see, sometimes you have to adjust also, sometimes we have to adjust also. I was not comfortable. Earlier, people asked me when this, like people are working from home, people asked me to teach from 8:30 to 9:30. That's okay. I was teaching 8:30 to 9:30. Then I bumped up to 7:30 to 8:30. So, like that, things happen. But I want to, like, I would suggest just adjust for a few weeks. It's matter of few weeks, which will help you.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Hi,
If
hi Vinod,
there are no
I'm
more,
Ramon here.
yes, Ramon. Yes, Ramon. Please.
I'm working as a Python developer. I know Python and SQL. Is it
Okay.
good for me?
Yes, it suits, absolutely suits for you.
I'm also thinking for a few months onwards, many people are talking about data engineering nowadays. Nowadays, good. Uh,
It got a
if you
lot of
want to
traction,
upskill,
and just
yeah.
like you guys just upload some resume with data engineer, put data factory, data bricks, data lake,
Hmm.
Azure, and everything,
Hmm.
and then see how many calls you get. You just understand. Practically, you try.
Okay.
Instead of just me
Okay.
saying like you got a lot of demand in the market for the data engineers in Azure, practically you try, you just understand how much uh, like demand it got actually.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you,
it
Vinod.
got really got a lot of demand. Like you will blow away with number of calls also. Like if you are in like 4 to 6 years or six to around till 10 years, you get hell lot of calls. Even now, even for me, they ask, "Can you work as a senior data engineer?" Like this also calls are coming. But anyhow, I'm just saying like
Yeah, I'm having overall IT 5 years of experience. Till relevant into Python 3 years.
then you are like hot cake. If you learn this, then you will just get calls like
Okay.
this.
Thank you, Vinod.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Uh, Ranjit, you can ask Visualpath guys for my number. They will give you. You can contact. No
Vinod, I did that. Nobody's responding. Can you share your number otherwise?
problem. Can you drop your email here? I will share it.
Okay.
You say me the email. Just I will write. Tell me the email.
RNJ,
RNJIT.
it's a very big email, so I've just sent the message with my email address.
But we are not seeing anything here. That's the thing.
In the chat, you're not saying anything. I send it
Yeah. No,
specifically to
no,
you.
no. Specifically
Okay.
to me also, it is not working. I don't know. To everyone. Okay.
Okay. You after that RANJIT, it is IS, no space.
RNJIT. Okay.
A A A
IS.
A
Okay.
B I DEV at gmail.com.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you, Vinod.
Okay. Yes. No
Yeah.
problem. Bye, guys. Good luck and yeah.